some things from you, the audience. So if we could have you say your name. Okay, and maybe what you had for breakfast. Excellent participation. You all passed. So and we'd love to have you continue to be as vocal. If you want to yell or cheer or scream, please do so. Yeah. Nice. I am Melissa.
I'm Alvin.
Mary. Lisa.
David.
And the first game we're going to play is called Blind Freeze, and it begins like this.
Can we have a relationship between two people, like cousins or student, teacher?
Sisters. And uncle.
Sisters, thank you. You look beautiful, Dot. Don't even worry, he's going to love you. He's going to love you for who you are.
I just want to be as happy as you and Brian are and get married and have 2 children just like you have.
Oh, I know my life is perfect in every way, but you'll find that right man. You're not too old.
But I'm 29, and as soon as I turn 30,
You're the perfect age.
do you think this dress is okay? I mean,
Of course it does. It really suits you.
Freeze.
We have been at this roadside for 2 hours.
Look, I've already
Jeffrey.
apologized about not filling up the car.
I think I've sweat out every ounce of water in my body.
Well, look, just breathe shallower and don't move around too much. We have to conserve what we have. I'm sure there'll be another car along this desolate highway at any moment.
I don't even have to move. I'm sweating out of my eyebrows.
Well, it was almost a big fish. And it got away.
Well, what's Paul gonna eat then? What we're gonna do? I was telling all the folks that we were gonna have a big dinner.
I got my shoe leather.
You think we can pass it off as tilapia?
Yeah, we can.
If we salt it?
Good job.
freeze! I believe we have another clue. A feather in the body.
My God, he was killed by a big bird.
Officer Graven? I believe you're right.
Officer Smithing, your noticing of the feather allowed me to be right.
Brilliant, I've done it once again, then.
You're enough.
The cat won't come to me. That cat hates me, Marvin.
Maybe he needs to be free. Have you thought about that?
But I got that cat to save our marriage. You don't even care about it.
What does that say about us? That's right, I let it out. I opened the door, I said, go! Mr. Kudos, go!
I can't believe you would do something like that.
I've always wanted a collie.
Do you not like my chemical peel?
Well, the bumps and the things that are oozing out of it and there's those maggots.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I thought I would look younger.
You look like a young zombie. An old zombie.
Freeze!
You're coming on to me.
I don't know what you mean.
Amberly,
I just need to get something right here.
I need to take the SATs, and I hired you as a tutor, and you're making me really
Don't you
uncomfortable.
feel that you're learning a lot? Do you need to work harder? Do I need to be more stern with you?
Yes.
Come, come! You cannot stand there all day. Into the castle.
Well, let it down already!
I have to do it very slowly. I've broken 3 drawbridges already this week.
Your faulty drawbridge bridge designs are legendary.
Ah, yes, and that's why I called you here, you see? I need a new back drawbridge.
Ah,
I broke that one letting the cat out.
of course.
That or I need some sort of device to let the cat out so I don't have to open the back drawbridge. I was hoping you could help me, Dr. Fred.
I have just the device. It's called a lever.
What?
A lever!
That sounds like witchcraft, Dr. Flamingo!
Nay! It is purely scientific.
All right, tell me and show me of this lever.
Well, here, let's gather this wood here. And we can create a fulcrum. It's the scientific term.
Oh, yeah, it sounds like a magic term. It sounds like something you learned at the School of Witchcraft.
In fact, it is.
Ah!
I'm going to take this cat and make a fulcrum out of it.
So why don't you yell out some things that Dr. Farfignugan might be an expert of?
Roll.
Physics.
Adoption. Let's do adoption. Oh, I will take adoption. Thank you. So welcome, Dr. Farfignugan. Thank you so much for being with us here today. We were wondering, how did you come to get your PhD in adoption? That's kind of an unusual field.
Adoption
Was.
My.
only
Trait.
When.
I
Began.
My.
quest.
For.
Redemption.
Oh, wow. Quest for redemption. That really sounds dramatic. That sounds like you really, tell me, what were you seeking redemption from? Did something happen in your life that made you feel like you needed to be redeemed?
When
I.
Was.
14,
There.
Was.
a
Woman.
Who.
killed.
My.
Parents.
She,
Ignored.
Me.
when
She.
Did.
that.
Deed.
And.
I
Suffered.
Mightily.
Wow, she killed your parents, and that if that wasn't enough, then she ignored you. Wow, that is really something. So what did you? What was the coursework like in university to get your PhD in adoption? What sort of classes did you take?
in
Physics.
I.
took
All.
Of.
the
Classes.
that were
Relevant.
Do.
my
Adoption.
And.
I
Knew.
That.
we
Could.
Come.
to
Greater.
Recognition.
when
Children.
New.
their
Parents.
Ah. Wow, so sort of a link between physics and genealogy in a way. That's so, and gaining greater recognition for that overlap. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. What are some of the research you've been doing? Can you tell me about the research you're currently doing?
recently
I.
Have.
discovered
Knew.
Evidence.
of
Children.
And.
their
Parents.
In.
love.
Situations.
Love situations. Okay, that's good. There should be love between a family. That's really the thing that bonds people together more than blood ties.
I.
would
Know.
About.
that
Topic.
Because.
I
Lived.
For.
many
Years.
In.
Home.
In.
Wisconsin
Yeah. I've heard there can be a lack of love relationships in Wisconsin, so I can see. But tell me more about that. Wisconsin. Have you been doing research in Wisconsin? What sort of differences do you find between Wisconsin and California in terms
Snow.
of tradition?
Was.
My.
life
Vain.
So.
when
People.
Told.
me
Angry.
Things.
I
To.
the
Went. Snow.
Cave.
and
Began.
To.
milk
Cows.
It sounds like a song. That's exactly what it sounds like. We're going to do a scene, and at any point in this scene that you find a line of dialogue that you think suggests a song, yell out, sounds like a song, and we will perform that line as a song. So, for this, can we have a non-geographic location, like a bar or a snow cave? A palace, thank you.
Sir, I'm here to serve you, sir. I've made it past my 6-month probationary period.
Oh, so you're here for a raise.
Yes.
Sounds like a song.
Oh, so you're here for a raise. You think that I would be crazy not to pay you the money you're worth. You act like you're the only guard on earth, because I could employ any one of my slaves. From the highest of high to the lowest of knaves, I could find someone to replace you, and they'd take you like that. So think about that and put it in your hat.
Sir, you're right. I was impertinent to even suggest it. I just, you know, my.
I'm glad you recognize your impertinence, and yet I cannot help but think, why is this guard still speaking?
Please, sir, I'm the only one left of my children, of my father's children, and I have to support him. I'm the only one left at home. My father is ill, you see. I'm the only one left over there, and it all comes down to me. You see, he coughs and he moans and he woans all day. Forever, he says, oh, you just lay there, you stupid palace guard, why don't you help me? So I'm trying to do that, can't you see?
Guard, I am not unmoved by your story. I too had a father who moaned incessantly.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Well, let me tell you a story about my great-great-dad. He was the best father a man ever had. And he woned all day, and he woned all night. He kept on going, it was quite a sight. And it gave me a fright when he called me to his chamber. He said, son, I got something to dismember. It's this small little cat. And he took it with his bat, and he smashed it, and he woned all the time.
So that's how your family coat of arms came to incorporate a dismembered cat, I see. Oh, sir, I come to you humbly and I ask for 1 pence more per week.
1 pence more. Very well.
Oh, thank you. Allow me to kiss your ring, sir.
Sounds like a song.
Allow me to kiss your ring, sire. It gleams and it shines all day. Allow me to bow down on you. You are the truest, so they say.
I'll allow you to do those things you said. I'll allow you to do them right now. And I'll get 1 pence from my giant treasury, and then I'll show you how to spend just a pence. A pence, never hence. For when you take 1 pence,